Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello there, Facebook Live. Hello, and welcome to our second GoDaddy webinar for 2021. So, time really flies so fast. So, hope everyone is safe, hope everyone is comfy. And if you're watching right now, so please do share this Facebook Live. So, of course, we all want to spread the good news, right? I'll be your host for today. And to introduce myself, my name is Romy. So that's Romy with an I. And I am a proud GoDaddy guide. We support entrepreneurs with their independent ventures. And aside from that, I also train and mentor other GoDaddy guides so that, we'll be better at what we currently do best, which is supporting you, supporting our customers and our partners. So we will have more webinars like these in the future, and we want to hear it from you. So please let us know if you have any questions or requests or even suggestions on what should we talk about in our next webinar. So you may email it to webinar@godaddy.com. So just to repeat, that's webinar@godaddy.com. So please do shoot us an email because, we want to make sure that we're creating content based on what you need and what you want. Okay, so I'm very excited for our today's webinar because of our guests. We have invited very successful and inspiring entrepreneurs today. And guess what? All of them are women. So all empowered women. So without further ado, so let's meet our special guests for today. We are joined by two amazing and inspiring entrepreneurs. So we have Pearl de Guzman. So Pearl de
Hi,
Guzman
Romy.
is our
Hi,
hello
Tina and
Pearl. It's
everyone.
nice to see you again. Hello.
Nice
So
to
Pearl
see
is our
you.
very first nice to see you. So she's our first Project Go winner, and she is the founder of HireStaff.work. So this is like an outsourcing company, for content writing and digital design and SEO. And of course, she's from the Philippines, where I'm from as well.
Yeah.
And we also have Christy Yang. Hi, Christy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Christy.
Hi, Christy. So, Christy is one of our first featured business owners in our GoDaddy Facebook page. So, she is the founder of legendary.tw, delectable gelatos, and she is from the land of milk teas, Taiwan. Hi, Christy. And we are also joined by our very own GoDaddy Marketing Director for Asia, Tina Shi. Hi, Tina. So, as you can see, Tina and Christy's live right now in their shop, in their store Legendary. So, you can hardly imagine how jealous we are right now. I'm pretty sure you're fixing with the gelato and stuff, and hopefully you can have some of those. But anyway, are also joined by another GoDaddy guide, Jenny. So she's currently on chat right now. So she will be answering questions and responding to your questions as well. And if you do have a question for our guests and for Tina, please do chat with us. Okay, so we'll be happy to hear it from you. So she'll be manning our chat room right now. So Jenny, hope you're fine and you're safe. Okay. So to start our webinar, so my first question is for Tina. So Tina, could you share on some of the initiatives and how GoDaddy is coming in to support small business owners in this region?
at when they to stateside so they can focus on their business at the one-stop shop that help them grow and succeed. And I think people host our second one, we're super excited about this. First-time featuring small business owners, Pearl. Hi, Pearl. And Christy.
Hi, Tina.
Romy, I'll let you take over and then get started to learn more about their experience and how their entrepreneurship started.
Okay.
Hello?
Tina, can you hear us? Yes. I'm
Can,
not sure. I
yeah.
think we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm not hearing Tina well. I do hear that you've
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that we do offer like, tools for
Mm-hmm.
helping business owners to build their shop.
Yes, we do want to offer them that one. I hope that the live stream is hearing me well. So again, GoDaddy mission is to empower everyday entrepreneurs. So we are hoping bringing what business owner here to discuss their entrepreneurships, their challenges, how they overcome it, and pre-COVID, how they are just more sharing and more inspiration to again. This is not. This is something we want to be able to build our second webinar this year. So again, happy to have GoDaddy guys help and
Okay.
showcase that we're here to support.
All right. Tell you what, Tina, I was able to hear everything, and I think you really, answered everything. Although for some reason we're getting some issues with your audio, so we can hear you that clearly. So probably I'm gonna go back to that question again. Let's see. Let's have our technical team from behind the scenes fix everything. Okay, because the sound is like you're from coming from afar. Well, anyway, well, thanks, Tina. So I think someone from our technical team will work with your audio. But for now, so I'm gonna start asking questions for our entrepreneurs. So let's start with Pearl. So again, Pearl, congratulations on being the
Thank you.
first winner of Project Go. Okay, congratulations. So for our APAC
Hi, Romy.
audience, hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was wondering for our APAC audience who may not be following, I know this was aired in AX and Asia, but
Yes.
can you please do share with us what is Project Go and what your experience or what are your experiences going through with it?
Well, first of all, thanks, Romy, for inviting me to join you guys today. It's really a pleasure to be able to share our stories with a lot of people. So, Project Go is actually an all-new business reality show where aspiring entrepreneurs like me were able to be given a chance to pitch our business ideas for a chance to win 1 million pesos in order to fund our business ideas and actually make it a reality. So we actually had to go through a series of bootcamp sessions where we met and learned from Go guests. I know you know it so well. You really helped us during our bootcamp
I
sessions
know,
in terms
right?
of yes, exactly, of putting up our websites and finding the right domain name. And so, apart from that, we were also able to meet with a lot of business experts and marketers in various industries who also helped us and shed some insights on how we can actually build our business online. So it was really a great experience learning from a lot of people from different industries and knowing their sharing their wisdom and their expertise.
Right, and that was a very fun and informative
It
reality
is.
show. So, just for the sake of our audience, so I actually I worked with the Pearl during her Project Go days because I was one of the mentors in one of the boot camp for Project Go. So we facilitated like a boot camp for every contestant, and
Mhm.
I really need to share this story. Okay, so after the competition, of course, everyone was asked to do a confessionals. Like we were asked by the staff from the production team to, anyone you think or who do you think will win this competition? And I really answered. So my first choice is Pearl. I really think she will win this
Thank you.
competition. And I know. So I was rooting for you, Pearl, and guess what? You're here.
Thank you
You
so much,
won,
Romy.
right? I know.
Yes,
So I
thank
probably
you so much,
guessed
Romy.
the
It's
other
very sweet
Lotto
of you.
numbers. Yeah, because with Pearl,
Maybe you should try.
yeah, I should try. So with Pearl, my observation with her, so people were really shocked with my answer because she did solo. Okay, so she doesn't have any teammates during that competition, and she's just this little shy girl in the corner. But once you get to talk with her, and once you meet her, and once she started speaking, and you'll just like, okay, that was so deep and that was so good. That's why you were my first choice. And congratulations,
Thank you so much,
Pearl.
Romy. Thank you
Right.
so
So
much.
yes, and you deserve it. You deserve it. So I know that you put your heart into it. I know everyone put their heart into it in terms of the whole competition, but there's got to be a winner, and that's you.
Thank
And
you. Really appreciate
okay.
it. I learned a lot from you.
Oh, really? Okay. So thank you so much. And
I did.
mentor, right? So our mother mentor. Anyway, so I just want to
Yes.
check if Tina and Christy's audio are working well right now. Christy, can you
Hello,
try to speak?
can you hear me? Hello,
Yes, we
hello.
can hear. Yeah, we can hear you. Although you might wanna come closer with the microphone. So there. For my next question, this is for you, Christy. I know that you are a founder of Legendary, so you have been making waves with delectable gelato flavors, and you have been featured in our GoDaddy page. So you were one of the first featured business owners, and I actually heard a very interesting story. So it all started with you watching a TV show. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, correct. Around 10 years ago, I watched a TV show on TLC and saw two girls who graduated from Harvard and then quit their job and start their own business selling ice cream in the food truck. Then I just think, wow, that's so cool. If I ever want to open my own business, I want to sell ice cream too. Yeah. So one of these days, girl, who is this? Hey, I watched the show on the internet, and then I started with my yes, it's
Okay, so just for everyone who failed to hear
Mm,
Tina, so
mm,
Tina just mentioned that one of these days, probably someone in the future will also be inspired and
mhm.
tell us that I actually watched a GoDaddy webinar and got inspired from Christy. So I started my
you.
business.
It's an honor.
So there, and I know, Christy, Taiwan is a food haven, right? We all know Taiwan
Yes.
is very famous for milk teas and for food. But how did you have to differentiate your product from others?
Yes, like you say, Taiwan is the food heaven because we have a lot of nice and cheap street foods. But we decided to do a high-end gelato because we use best ingredients and equipment to make our gelato and desserts. So we are looking for we are targeting the customers who, who are enjoy premium desserts and gelato and who are less price sensitive. And beside the quality, I also make a few unique flavors that people cannot find in other places.
Okay. And I also heard that you even, studied in Italy just, to study everything about gelato making, right? So that is what we call
Yes,
dedication.
yes.
That's
It's
cool.
fun, so I enjoy doing while working hard. I had a taste of the gelato. It's very good. Thank you. You can
Really?
all come to shop me one
I
day.
want to fly to
Yeah.
Taiwan right now. Can you ship that here in the Philippines, though?
Yes. Work in
Okay.
progress.
So work in progress. Okay, we are looking forward for that. Well, anyway, so I know I've got two empowered women here in front of me, and the usual goal of like for young people like me is that I go to like a very good company and climb up the corporate ladder. So, but for you guys, you risk, right? So why did you guys chose to be an entrepreneur instead of climbing up the corporate ladder? So I'll start with the youngest person in here, which is me. No, I'm just kidding. With Pearl. So Pearl, why why start a business? I know
Mhm.
for like you everything's exciting in terms of finding great companies to start with, stuff like that.
Well, first of all, I've always been entrepreneurial ever since I was little. And so I really wanted to build something and hopefully make an impact somewhere and somehow. So my experience as a student volunteer before with underprivileged communities has actually strongly inspired me to start a business. And why you should actually start at a young age as well, because this is actually, I think, for me, it's the best time for us to explore. For me, also, being young means we can still afford to fail because we have less responsibilities. And so we don't have really a lot to lose, but we actually have so much to gain from experience and just trying to work your business as early as you can.
I like that. So, being young, we have all the time in the world to
Mhm.
fail. So nice to be young, right? Well, you
It
know what?
is
Yeah, I can agree with you, Pearl. Although
mhm,
I know there are challenges like if you will be setting up a business at
definitely.
such a young age, so people would would be really will look into you like, can you really handle
Mhm,
this? Like, is she
mhm,
someone that I can trust? Can I trust my my money with her in terms of investments?
mhm.
So what are the current struggles that you faced when you started the business at a very young age?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say I'm at a very young age now. I do look young though, but I'm in my mid 20s, 20, so I don't
Still
think it's
young.
that very young. But it's still it's really nice to look younger. So yeah. Well, first of all, one of the really initial challenges that I had first is it's really difficult to rally people to support you when you're young and inexperienced, like what you have said. But you really have to be persistent to learn and to try, because as long as that you still have time and you still have the resources and the energy to actually do a lot of things on your own, so it's the best use of your age and of your energy. And also because you can't get a lot of support at first, it actually is a challenge to fund your business, at least
Mhm.
initially. So what you need to do is to be creative and looking for ways and opportunities to find funding. So there are simple tasks that you can do, and it will really help you to save up and to be able to eventually start that business.
Right. Or you can join Project Go to
Mhm.
get,
Yes,
capital.
exactly.
Okay,
I was
thank you,
about to say
Pearl.
that.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so I
Romy.
think that gave you a leg up. Although, yeah, so having a very
It is.
good support system, it does help. And I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure that your family members, your parents, or your siblings are supporting you. And speaking of family members,
Mhm.
I heard that for Christy, so Christy, you are actually
Yes.
doing business with your family members, right? So it's like a family owned business and you're managing everything within the family. So I know that for some people it's really hard to start a business with a family member, but any advice on for someone who is starting out their business and those who are starting out their business with a family member?
I think if you work alone, you have to be very self-driven and disciplined. But if you work with a family member, you have to be patient and gentle because you are going to fight a lot for sure.
Okay, so you are working closely with your brother, right?
Yes, my younger brother, which is 8 years younger than me. So I get to order him to do a lot of things.
And so I know two different that Pearl, you're just starting out with everything, setting up everything, and with Christy. So Christy's pretty established. So I know that your gelato store has been in the business for about 3 years or more. So
Almost
I
four
want to
years.
know
Yeah.
how 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Or
Sorry.
4 years. Oh wow, 4 years. Okay,
Almost
so
4 years.
very
Yeah.
established. Okay. So I want to know like how has GoDaddy made it simpler for you, or how did GoDaddy help you to go through with your business, with everything. So let's start with you, Christy.
GoDaddy is very easy to use, which I'm kind of surprised because I'm a technical person. And I can spend just a few minutes to create and modify my website. And another thing which surprised me is very affordable. So user friendly and affordable. That's all matters to me. Yeah.
Right. So I exactly. So, of course, you want to focus with your business, right? And managing your online presence can be really tedious. So that's good to hear. And you know, I actually visited your site. It looks so professional and so as if, like a website developer created it. So you created your site yourself. Am I correct?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And oh yeah, you know what? I know that this is possible through our websites plus marketing here in GoDaddy. So, and now back to you, Pearl. So for you, Pearl, yeah. Aside from winning Project Go, so how has GoDaddy helped you and made it simpler for you?
Actually, I think I have to share a really brief anecdote. Well, because when I first ventured into the digital space, I literally had zero idea of how to build a website, let alone to find a domain name. I really had no idea what their domain names. So it actually took me a lot of research and a lot of weeks to actually hire someone. I actually hired someone to do the website for us, and eventually it crashed because the hosting platform and the template that we used didn't match with the current update. And so I had to shell out money again to build the website and hire another developer to do it for us. And so imagine when I was introduced to GoDaddy during the competition, I was really so surprised that everything is actually on there. I was able to get my domain name, I was able to get support from you guys, from the GoDaddy guides. And apart from that, we were able to actually build the website in less than 5 days. I think it was just actually around 3 days of conceptualizing and building the website. So it was really amazing for us. So I just have to tell you guys about it just to have a better picture of how it was really able to make it all really simpler, more convenient, and easy for us. So now we're able to really focus on sales and marketing. So thanks to GoDaddy. Aside from the winning the competition, so that's that for us.
Exactly. And I do remember. So you have come up with your domain name on the actual
Yes,
competition itself, right? So the higher
yes.
staff dot work. So that was actually my favorite domain name because it's
Thank
very
you.
catchy, right? And very easy to remember because when choosing domain name, it should pass a radio
Mhm.
test. Like when you say it to someone, they should be able to pick it up, and not having to spell it out for them. Well, anyway, thanks for sharing those stories. So, we can all say that GoDaddy helped you set up your business. And I also have a question for Tina, although I think Tina's still getting some audio issues. So, my question for Tina should be like, what are other aside from domains, websites, and professional emails, like what are other tools or support that GoDaddy can provide? But I guess I'll have to answer this since I am a GoDaddy guide myself. So, for everyone who's listening right now, for our aspiring entrepreneurs, So GoDaddy, we offer, different ranges of products. So we offer products based on your tech knowledge as well. So we understand, not everyone can easily manipulate a website or SEO or stuff like that. So we have a wide range of products and services, starting from your emails down to your websites. We also have some for your SEO. If you want to be on
Mm-hmm.
the top search results for the most like for Google or Bing, like for other search engine websites. And we also have products wherein we market your business. That's why I highly encourage everyone to set up call or a chat with our GoDaddy guide, because how we will determine what the best or correct product we'll have to offer to you is we need to get to know about your business. We need to know about your current struggles, and we want to know where you at right now and your goals. So it's really hard to give a definite product or service. Like real time, what we do is we really consult. We do consult with our partners and our customers. We get to know their identity, and from that we can provide our recommendations. Okay. So, and of course, we have the websites that Christy used, which is Websites Plus Marketing. So this is our very very easy to use drag and drop and fill in the blanks website builder. So I highly recommend that for people who just want to start, you know, starting. But of course, if you have a business, you can definitely give us a call. So I guess I can, I can ask this question. I'm really looking forward to your answers, because I want to get a perspective from someone who's in the business for a while, and for someone who's just starting out. So what are your advice for people out there, or someone that's listening to us right now, on if they want to start their own business, what advice can you give? So let's start with Christy, since Christy's is already established with her gelato. So from your perspective, what are the different advice that you can provide to our listeners? Can you hear me, Christy? Okay, looks like they're having technical difficulties. Okay. So I guess I'll just, route the question to you. So back to you, Pearl.
Okay.
Okay, so let's entertain everyone for now while they're still fixing their issue. So again, let's
Okay.
just to repeat my question. The hardest thing with
Mhm.
doing business is the time that you have to set it up, right? The setup
Yeah,
process.
exactly.
So any advice that you can give to our listeners and to our audience who are aspiring to be business owners someday in the future?
Well, for us, like I said earlier, it really took me a long time to be able to figure out the process, because I really had no idea that you can actually do all of these things in one platform, which is right now we're using GoDaddy. So before, I had to like patch up a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then I have to research about this and that. So it was a long and tedious process. So one advice starting entrepreneurs who build their business online is to invest in a really good platform, in a really good tool that can really help you to optimize your website and can make the process so much smoother and easier for you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to use it to maximize your website presence. Well, for one, building your own website is actually the best thing that you can do as you start your own business. Because, as they say, the best place to fish for customers is through your own website. So you have to make sure that it really works. It has no downtime, and of course, it is SEO optimized as well, so that people can find you. So make sure to really invest in that and get some really cool professional tools to also help you out, make your business look more professional, not just through the website itself, but you also have to sound professional. So make sure that you also have a professional email. It's also actually one of the things that we had a challenge we really struggled before, like really getting a website for our business. And so we actually experienced getting turned down by a lot of potential clients because we looked spammy. We're using a Gmail account. So it was really a great experience to really get a professional email. So those are the things that you should really keep an eye on. Make sure that you look and sound professional so that you can get clients, especially if your business is in the B2B model. So if you're looking out to reach out to entrepreneurs like yourself, you really have to make it look professional. So you have to mean business. So I hope at least that helps you to get your website or get your business up and running.
Aw, thanks for that, Pearl. I was really touched when
Thanks,
you
Ro.
mentioned about you learning the importance of having a professional
Mhm.
email, because that was my session is all about during our boot camp.
Yes.
So yeah, just to add to that, you know what? You're definitely correct. So for business owners out there, I know that for some of you, you might want to you will
Mhm.
start with your social media sites, right? And then a
Yes.
domain and then a website. But for
Yes.
most people, they tend to forget that having a good
Mhm.
domain based email will really have a huge impact on their business, because it's better that you appeal professional. Of course, you'll have to
Mhm.
communicate, right? You need to communicate with your customers, you need to communicate with your investors, with your partners. And using like a free email, it doesn't give you like that much of,
Mhm.
like a trust seal, something like that. And the good thing about using a domain based email is that with every email that you send out, it's like a marketing tool for your business as well,
Yes.
because you are endorsing your domain name, right? So you are encouraging people to visit the website themselves. So, well, I'm really glad that
Mhm.
you really took all the learning that you can get during our Project Go moments. So, well, anyway, so I guess it's time for us. Oh, hang on,
Mhm.
I have one question at the back of my mind. Just remembered
Okay.
now. So, I'm really curious.
Okay, go ahead.
What's new with hire staff dot works? I know when I met you, you guys are just starting up and everything, but I want to know,
Yes.
what are the updates for your business?
Well, right now, since we already have the website, we've done a lot of um, cold emails and sending out proposals to different clients. And now they're really actually interested in looking at our website because we have a more professional website. We also have a professional email. So I think we've minimized, like, we really had zero replies now that like people telling us that, oh, what's your website, what's your actual email, because we've really received a lot of replies asking for our professional email since we were using a
Right.
Gmail account. So no matter what kind of how you string the keywords to really put in your business name in a Gmail account, it just doesn't work. So now we've actually gotten a lot of inquiries as well. And as we're continuously trying to build our business, we've also started on onboarding more people to join us. And we've also started in making the process and refining the process as well. So it has been a lot of things going on. And thanks to actually GoDaddy and Project Go, the competition itself, because I really learned a lot from them, and especially with in terms of how to model the business. So all thanks to a lot of people who were actually in this journey with us.
Aw, that's so nice to hear. Yeah, I do remember when you had your final presentation, like
Mhm.
the main
Yes.
goal is to help, right? To help people. So you've mentioned about you started
Mhm.
onboarding people. So in terms of the onboarding, I remember that you were focusing in helping like out of school youth. Am I correct?
Yes.
So have you guys tried like, accepting like staff to facilitate your services?
For now, we've actually started first in building the core team. So we believe that
Working.
it's really crucial to build the core team first before we can start reaching out and start with deploying the training programs. But we've been in talks
Mhm.
with a lot of people or organizations as well as government people in the well, not
Oh,
exactly
really?
government officials, but they're in
Oh,
public
wow.
service. So they do have communities that they are interested in partnering with us and starting out these initiatives for their community. So it's also one of the things that we're looking forward towards the end of the hopefully towards the end of the year, as we're still currently building the training program. So hopefully we can start that as soon as we can once we have completed the core team and once we have uh, finished the training programs as well. So there's a lot of things there is still to work on, but hopefully I can give you a much more better update by the end of the year. Like we've already onboard more people by then.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, girl. You're getting big. You're getting bigger. So
I
that's so nice
hope
to
not
hear.
yet, but yeah, I hope. Thank you.
And you've become like a business owner celebrity here in the Philippines. So you know what? I actually watch some of your TV guestings here in the Philippines. So I really do think that Project Go is a really good exposure for your business. So another question
Indeed.
just popped up right now. So while we're still waiting for Tina and Christy, to
Okay.
fix their audio issues, um so someone actually raised this question like, how did you get your initial clients to trust in your company to work with you? Prior joining Project Go. Of course, with Project Go, you had the exposure, you had
Mm-hmm.
the capital and everything. But prior joining, I know that you already have like partners, right? Or initial clients during your presentation. So how did you get them to trust in your company?
Well, I've actually been into freelancing since around 2017. So I was already able to build relationships with different clients. And some of those clients were really nice enough to actually support me in starting a business and developing staffs. So I reached out to them again if they would be interested in hiring us for these types of services. And luckily, fortunately, they said yes. And they're still actually helping us out with giving us insights and feedback on how to better develop our processes and our services. So it was really a huge help. So make sure to don't burn bridges right after a
Mhm.
project or whatever you're currently working on. Make sure that you're still in contact with these people because eventually they'll still be able to help you out in the future with whatever business venture or project you plan on making. So that's it. And by the way, they also referred us to other friends and other clients that they had. They also was nice enough to share other resources with us. So they did help us a lot in gaining more trust and sharing our advocacy and our business with other business owners in different parts of the world.
Okay, that's nice. And I'll add to that. So yes, you're definitely correct in this industry. You don't burn bridges. You build them, right? So you build them, you
Exactly.
connect them. So I guess Tina and Christy is back. Hi guys.
Oh,
Can you hear
okay.
us?
I can. Can you guys hear me now?
Okay, so we can hear you, although I think the audio is still acting up, like you're coming from afar, like from across the room. How about for Christy? Can you try to speak, Christy?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
There you go. Okay, I'm so sorry, Tina. I think it's just your audio. For Christy, her mic is working fine. So I'll probably just skip the questions. Aw, too bad. Anyway, so well, since you're back, Christy, so I noticed that some people are asking or posting questions in our chat. So there is a
Mhm.
question that appeared here, Christy, for you. So someone would like to ask, like, how did COVID-19 affect your business?
Uh, Actually, Taiwan is doing very well with all the prevention and the protection and everything. And I have to be very honest, we are still affected by the COVID-19. But lucky thing is that we have a lot of returning or customers who is coming back while our business was going down. And we are doing okay right now. And hopefully we will get better this year. Yeah.
Okay. And as a follow up question, So do you guys like do deliveries right now, or you just focusing on your physical store?
Yes, we do delivery online, and we have like you can order online or by telephone or by email, and we can just ship it to you. Yeah,
Oh, okay. With our
Oh.
website,
yeah, just in
right?
Taiwan, just in Taiwan. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. That's so nice. And there is another question. So for your type of industry, which is the food industry, so what tips
Yes.
can you give to those wanting to start a new food store?
First, you have to do a lot of research and maybe ask for advice from other store owner, and then maybe join some online course because you going to have to find out a lot of things that you need to learn and solve all the problems because problems will just keep coming up.
For you, you really studied and went to a school
Mm.
to
So, sorry,
important to
I'm
name
losing.
products, right?
Okay, can you say that again?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. So looks like I'm the one who's getting some technical issues right now. Anyway, I'm just trying to confirm if our okay, so okay, I was breaking up a little earlier, so let me repeat my question for you, Christy. Well,
Yes.
actually, you already asked this question. So I understand that you literally went to a school in in how to learn like making
It,
gelato from scratch, right? So I know that
yes. Yes.
it's very important that you know your products.
Mhm.
And so about going digital, so what was the natural progression of your business and what are the benefits for you specifically when you went digital?
Uh-huh. I think nowadays, like going digital is a must. And having a professional and a beautiful and user-friendly website really helps a lot.
Right, a professional website. Yeah, it does really matter.
Yes, and the user-friendly is automated.
Okay. Thank you, Christy. Tina.
Thank
Tina,
you.
what's up, Tina? Can you do a mic check? Too sad that I can't hear from you. Can you do a mic test just so I can okay, looks like Tina's with me. But anyway, and we are opening Q&A session in our live FB chat. So go ahead, guys. This is your time to share, to ask a question, whether ask a question to our special guests, to me about GoDaddy, anything. So go ahead, guys. And we also have Jenny. Jenny is currently monitoring our chat and waiting for your questions. So please do raise them. So do we have any questions posted on chat? Let me see. Let me see.
Hi, can you guys hear me better now?
Oh, there you go,
Yep.
Tina. Much better. Although you might want to speak louder.
Okay, I can yell at my computer. I do apologize for the setup of the digital. It just gets a bit, I don't know, it's a digital internet thing. But I was also listening to the whole conversation on my phone through the live stream. So thanks, Pearl, for sharing all that stuff. And Christy, I'm like right next to her, so I can hear all her answers. And again, thanks everybody for joining in. Love that we're sharing this experience. And yeah, now we're opening to questions or anything
Before
that people
yeah,
want to discuss.
Yeah, before that, I just want to ask you one last question, Tina, since you were not able to talk earlier. So, Tina, so as our GoDaddy marketing director, so what sage advice would you give to someone who is considering to be part of the GoDaddy ecosystem?
So I think like we are a one-stop shop. Like we try to be a one-stop shop with all the tools and the help. Like wonderful people like Romy is behind the scene to do all the hard work and helping people to understand what's the technical parts that needs to be done to get online. And because of the new norm, I do honestly think getting online, having that space, like having offline domain, controlling your message, a way to communicate and let people know is really, really important to the new norm. And like
Yes.
Christy said, and we're happy to hear from her that she was not a technical savvy person and she does find our product easy enough to use. So I'm actually going to like help like the site while having her ice cream too. Like you know, Project Go part of things, we want to demonstrate that we can really help you. Like there are things to think about when you starting naming your business. Like how do you protect your brand by starting naming your business? How do you build a website at an affordable price? How do you keep it sustainable? How do you get found on Google, all that stuff? How do you build content? Like, always, this is also an opportunity. You can reach out to Pearl at Higher Staff Works. She has all the
Exactly.
expertise,
Yes.
extra people to help you get that going. So again, can somebody type Pearl's business website in the chat? Seriously, Pearl is super, like, in not just to because we're doing this, but like we work with her at Project Go. Like she is really something. So like reach out to her and find out more. Always like we learn from Project Go. Start with something, just do it. Like from Christy's experience, she watched a TV show. It's way to learn how to make gelato. To me, that's totally crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of crazy person.
Yeah, and then she's like ordering her brother to go to Japan to learn like the desserts. And I was like, and I was just at her store. We're actually at the office area, not the store area of her store. Like, go to her website. It's a really, really cute and nice store. So, like, there are so many different entry points, and we have our YouTube page that start to host how-to content, how everybody else is doing it, not just within your country, like globally, like in states, how people are, pivoting towards COVID. Like, how do you actually add a coupon to your website so you can retain your customers, or how do you like do email marketing so people know how you are opening more. So all this, I do think, you know, try different channels, learn from others. I do think besides sharing your knowledge is definitely a way to go forward. And again, thanks Christy, thanks
Thank
Carol
you.
for spending your time with us, sharing your own authentic experience. I know everybody has different challenges and all that stuff.
Right, right. And hearing their stories, hearing how crazy they started up, just watching a TV show and then hmm, an idea and joining a contest, that's really something. And I can definitely tell you guys that there will be people who will be inspired with your stories. And yes, I actually agree with Tina. We want to make sure that the most important thing, or you don't know, just give us a call. So we have multiple channels. Okay, we have phones, we have chats, and for us as a GoDaddy guide, we offer thorough consultation. We want to get to know more about your business, your current struggle. So please do give us a call and chat with us. Okay, anyway,
And if
okay,
you
so
have an
I
experience to share with us, if you do have experience to share with us, you want to be featured here, do chat us. We're more than happy to, tell your story from on our GoDaddy platform.
All right. Yes. Thanks for telling us that, Tina. Yes, we are currently featuring business owners in our GoDaddy page. So yes, if you want to get featured and add more visibility to your business, so go ahead and chat with us and email us as well. We do have the webinar at godaddy.com if you want to be featured in our next webinar session, probably, right? Or anything that you want us to talk about in our webinar session. So I'm just waiting for the questions. Okay, so there is a question in our Facebook chat. So this is from Brian Martin. Thanks for the question, Brian. So he said that I'm not tech savvy with setting up anything online, and many people tell me that SEO is important. So is anyone from GoDaddy who would be able to help me with it, and how would that work? So do you want to answer that, Tina, or should I cover this question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so great question, Brian. So you know what? Yes, you can definitely call GoDaddy to help you with your SEO because we offer, support with that. But first, we actually need to have a thorough consultation with you because for websites plus marketing, I know Christy will agree with this. We already
About building up the
so you
SEO.
don't need platform. So there is a you can pretty much so that it will help you increase your visibility and push you in the top search results, although we've got some expert services offered for SEO as well. But you might want to give us a call, Brian, because we want to look into further details because SEO is pretty much complex. There is not like a one size fits all recommendation for SEO. That's why it's much better if you chat with us and then we'll touch base on everything. Okay. Okay, so I think that's the only question popped up on our Facebook chat. But again, I wanna, mention this to everyone. So we will be doing more of this webinar sessions, right, Tina? So I'm having fun with this webinar session.
Me too.
So again,
Me
From the audio
Sci-fi.
yeah, audio is such a bugger.
Yeah.
But, probably in our next webinar, we can improve that. And again, once again, thank you so much for joining us, Pearl and Christy, for sharing your stories, for motivating everyone that's watching our Facebook Live. And in behalf of GoDaddy, we wish you all the best. We wish you success, and we also want to grow with you. Thank you so much for attending our webinar. And Tina, thank
Thank
you. It sucks
you.
that your audio is not working well, but thank you, Tina.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, guys.
So again, guys, if you want to know more about their business for Christy, you can go to legendary.tw, and then for Pearl, you can check their website hirestaff.work. So I guess Jenny will be posting that. And again, so for your webinar requests, so again, we will be doing more of this in the future. So you can ask us like to do a demonstration about the product, invite some guests as well, or whatever. So shoot us an email. So that is webinar@godaddy.com. Let me repeat, it's webinar@godaddy.com. Of course, we want to tailor fit the content that we will be, making in this webinar based on what you want to see and what you want to hear. Okay? And once again, if you do have questions about GoDaddy, about the products and services that we offer, want to get some tips in establishing your business online, give us a call. You can even chat with us. And please do visit our social media accounts. We have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, almost everything. Okay? And we will be posting like a survey link in our chat. So if there's something that you might want to suggest with regards to the webinar that we have today, so you can definitely answer the survey. Okay, so that's about it, and thank you so much everyone for joining our webinar session today. Once again, my name is Romy, your proud GoDaddy guide, and I hope you learned a lot from this session, and we will see you guys soon. Okay, so give us an email.